Hello, Claudia.
Hello.
Okay, we were about to do the conversation, but I stopped because we are talking about the questions of age in present and in past, right? Because they are practicing now, they are doing a very good job now, but at the beginning it was a little bit confusing for Anna and Nancy, okay? But after some minutes of practicing, they are doing very well, really well. Because sometimes it happens to many students. I don't know if it's to you, maybe not to you, Claudia, but it's very common that some students understand the question, how old are you? Of course. But when we want to use or to ask about the age of someone else, some students get confused with the structure. They don't know how to ask. ¿Y cuántos años tiene tu hermanita pequeña? ¿Y cómo pregunto eso? Right? Or in past. Remember that we are using verb to be, present and past. And we use verb to be to ask about age, right? So that's what we are discussing. I don't know, do you have clear that situation? Oh, well, let me prove if you have it clear, because if you have it clear, I won't explain more and I won't talk more, okay? So let's see. How can you tell me, Claudia, ¿cuántos años tiene tu hermanita pequeña?
I don't have a sister.
Excuse me?
I don't have.
Imagine. Just the question. No, tell me the question in English. No the answer, the question.
How old is your sister?
Excuse me?
How old is your sister?
Okay, how old is your little sister? Correct. And how can you say it? ¿Cuántos años tenía tu hermanita cuando se graduó de la escuela?
How old was your sister when she graduated?
When she
Graduated.
Okay, graduated from high school. Okay, so how old was your little sister, right? When she graduated from high school. Okay, so I think it's clear for you. I just wanted to prove. So I won't explain anything. So we'll continue talking about that. So Anna and Nancy, okay? I don't know if you still have a doubt or is it clear? I think it's clear because now you did a very good job, right? Anna was 20 years when she got her first job. Nancy, Anna said that, or Nancy, perfectly, right? So I think it's clear. But anyway, if you still have a doubt, maybe I can help you. No doubts? Now is it clear now, ladies? Yes. Okay. Okay, excellent. Very good. I'm gonna do the questions tomorrow, okay? I'm gonna do the questions tomorrow and you're gonna answer. Okay, let's see the conversation. Let's continue with the conversation that we have here. So what are the past forms that you can observe there, Claudia, in that conversation?
Me. I do. And
You are?
where? I was. I can live. How where? I was. I went. What was?
Was again? Was again? I just saying?
Yes. I was again. Live. Become. No, become is okay. Near.
Needed. Okay. Yeah, become did become, right? In that case, the we can include, of course, did become. Okay, because our questions, so they are in past too. Okay, so those are the forms that we have been studying, rest of verbs and verb to be. And that's why we were talking about age, right? Because they mentioned, how old were you then? How old were you then? How old were you when you got your first job, Claudia?
Wait, I don't remember. I think.
Come on, I don't think that you are 30, 35, 40.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 35 years old.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so try to remember. How old were you?
Uh, uh, I was in the university. Like 24 years old.
Excuse me?
I think I was 24 years old.
24. Okay, 24. You were 24. Okay. Maybe, right? Maybe. Okay. Good. So let's continue listening this.
Page 102. Exercise 5. Conversation. I grew up in New York. Listen and practice.
So, Mario, where did you grow up?
I grew up in New York.
Were you born there?
Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn.
And when did you come to Los Angeles?
In 2008.
How old were you then?
I was 18. I went to college here.
Oh, what was your major?
Photography. I was a photographer for 5 years after college.
Really? Why did you become a hairstylist?
Because I needed the money. And I love it. So, what do you think?
Well,
Okay. What are they talking about? When she said, so what do you think? What they are talking about, Claudia? What do you think that they're talking about? I mean, what is he talking about?
When he came to Los Angeles.
You think that this question, what do you think it's about Los Angeles?
No, that's about the hairstyle.
Okay, it's about, he's talking about the hair, right? Hair, correct. And what do you think that she thinks?
I think she doesn't like.
She doesn't like it. Okay. Well, so that's the vocabulary. That is not, I think, anything complicated for you, right? Hairstylish. So we have become because it's in present, because it's not in present, in the basic form, because it's a question, you are using did. And remember the pronunciation, love it, love it. Okay, we put together. So what was your major? Major is similar. Can you give me a synonym of a major? A synonym for major?
Like a specialty, I don't know.
Anybody else? Thanks, Claudia. Anybody else? No idea? Can be career, right? Career. At the university or maybe a technical institution, I don't know. Major could be similar to career. Okay. And tell me, I didn't ask you this question because you were not in class at the beginning. So it's your turn. A simple question, Claudia. Where did you grow up? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in San Salvador.
Okay, I grew up, or grew. Remember, ladies, that you can say, I repeat this part, you can say I grew up or I grew. Grew or grew. Okay, I grew up in San Salvador. Okay, good. So let's pronounce. So Mario, where did you grow up? I grew up or I grew up in New York. Again, you can say New York. I grew up in New York or I grew up in New York. Okay, all this combination you can pronounce in both way. This ending, grew, new, grew, new. It depends, right, on the state, maybe. Were you born there? Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn. And when did you come to Los Angeles? Can you read this year for me, please? Tell me.
28.
28? Not really. 28 is another year.
So
2008.
2008?
uh,
Okay, 2008 or 2008. Is that the only possibility, Claudia?
28. I don't know
28?
when you separate 20.
Yes, correct. But not in this case.
Um,
2008, no. And in that case, we should separate 08. Because if we say, ladies, 28, estoy diciendo 28, you know, so el año 2028. So no, in any case, when we have this combination, we say 08. For example, 1908. So the 0 is pronounced like O. But we're going to talk about how to read numbers, years, specifically years. In this case, we don't have other possibility because that block is just complete. 2008 or 2008, 2001 or 2001. Okay, but it's not common to separate. When you have from 2000 to 2010, that block is full. Okay, before, no. And after, neither. But we're gonna talk about that. But this block is one possibility. Okay, I was 18. I went to college here. Oh, what was your major? Photography. I was a photographer for 5 years after college. Really? What did you become a hairstylist? Because I needed the money and I love it. So, what do you think? Well, okay. Maybe she's not happy, right? Or maybe she's just surprised. Okay. But I think that she's not happy. Okay. So remember, love it. Remember the pronunciation of V. Okay. V, B. V, B. So when we pronounce in a word, we continue using the same sound of the V. So I love it. I love it. V, 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 v. Okay? We keep that sound of the V. I love it. So what do you think? Okay, that's what we have for this conversation. So you're gonna go to practice, please. 3 minutes maybe. Look, she looked like in that way, right? That's her all hair. Just let me share the conversation. Okay, there you have the conversation, so we can go to practice. Let me open. Remember, help each other, please. Help each other with the pronunciation. If your classmate needs make a correction and you identify, please be nice and help each other. That is the idea. Okay, here we go. Okay, dear Anna, we'll do together the conversation. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, can you be Bianca now?
Okay. So Mario, where did you grow up?
Grow up, because it's present, not present. Well, it's present, but in this case, it's the original form because it's a question, right? And you have did. So, did you grow up?
Okay.
In the affirmative?
Did you grow up?
Okay. I grew up in New York, because now Mario is using past, affirmative. So in this case, we have the verb in past directly. I grew up in New York.
Were you born there?
Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn
And when did you come to Los Angeles?
in 2008.
How old were you then?
I was 18. I went to college here.
Oh, what was your major?
Major,
Major, sorry.
correct. Photography. I was a photographer for 5 years after college.
Really? Why did you become a hairstyle? Hair,
Hairstylist.
hairstylist.
Because I needed the money and I love it. So, what do you think?
Well, oh,
Okay.
sorry.
You do it very well. You listen like Bianca, like the real Bianca. Okay, now it's my turn to be Bianca. So, Mario, where did you grow up?
I grew in New York.
Grew up or grew up?
Grew up. Sorry. I
Grew or grew?
grew in New York.
Okay, I grew up.
I grew up in New York.
Where you born there?
Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn
And when did you come to Los Angeles?
in 2008.
Two, 2000. Two-
2008.
Excellent. 2008. Very good. How old were you then?
I was 18. I went to college here.
College.
College here.
Oh, what was your major?
Photography. I was a photographer
Okay.
for 5 years after college.
College.
College. Sorry.
Really? Why did you become a hairstylist?
Because I need the money
Needed. It's past.
needed. Okay. Because I needed the
Good.
money,
Money.
eh,
As you
money.
said. Yeah, as you said the first time is correct. Don't change. Money.
Okay. And I love it. So what do you
Think.
think?
Very good. Well, okay. Okay, very good. I think it's fairly good pronunciation. Okay, it's fairly good. Just remember a couple of things. Maybe you don't do the sound at the beginning, but you listen and you reproduce it well. Because sometimes we don't catch the idea of the sound, but you do it. You know, when I repeat, you immediately pronounce it in the correct way. Okay, so the only thing that you have to do is pay attention to pronunciation and you will do it better. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, let's go back. Okay, so a question, young ladies. Do you have your favorite person to talk about? Did you do the homework? And that smiles, what does it mean, Nancy and Claudia? You didn't do the homework, right? Oh, ladies, young ladies. Okay, maybe for tomorrow. I hope that you do it for tomorrow, okay? One change. I want you to speak. I want to listen to you speaking about someone in past, okay? Events in past of that person. If you don't bring it tomorrow, well, we're gonna do it spontaneously here. So at least if you don't, if you don't take notes of the ideas, of the information, please decide, at least decide the person that you want to talk about. Okay? So let's continue. So if we can do that conversation in this moment, let's continue. Hope that tomorrow. Okay, so you here. Well, we already studied this yesterday, right? The comparison questions with rest of verbs, questions with verb to be, why, where, why, was, etc. We were talking about that yesterday. So let's go to this part. And we're going to talk about the numbers, right? That's what I was saying. Look, we can pronounce numbers in blocks, okay? We can say that until, before 2000, we have two options. You can say, no, excuse me, you have just one option, 2 by 2, before 2000. So can be this, let me write it for you. Okay, so in this case, all of them and 12, right? So before 2000, we separate numbers in two. So we say 12O. Look, 1209. So we don't ignore the zero. We don't ignore. We pronounce O when we have this combination in the second pair. First pair, second pair. 2 by 2. So 1209. In this case, 1890. Can you help me with the next, please? Anybody? Can be so nice to help me with the next year? No, nobody wants to be nice. Okay, so let's do it, Nancy.
50, 43,
Can you repeat, excuse me?
15, 15,
Okay,
40, 43.
okay, 43. Just the first was not clear for me. Correct, 15. Remember that the stress goes in teen, okay? 15, no, 15, 15, 18, 14, 13, okay? That is the strongest sound. Correct, so 1543. Next number, maybe Anna or Claudia, please. Okay, Claudia.
1977.
Correct, 1977. You see, 2 by 2. Any number before 2000, 2 by 2. It's not common to read the number or to say the number 1543. It sounds weird. We don't use in that way. It's opposite to Spanish, right? It's opposite to Spanish. Okay, but what about 2000? Well, that's the second group. Because we stopped in 1999, 2 by 2. But from 2000 on, de ahí del 2000 en adelante, we just pronounce the full year. 2001, you can say en or no. 2007 or 2007. It's up to you, it's the same. But the point is that from 2000 is the full, not 2 by 2, like in the previous block. Easy, right? 2001, 2002, 2009, etc. So basically are just 9 years. The block is made of 9 years. But what about after 2010. Okay. From 2010 on, you can have both options. You can say 2 by 2 or the full number. Okay? From 2010 en adelante. That is the third group. Okay? So you have the option now del primer grupo, 2010. I mean, 2010. Or the full number, 2010. Both are correct. That's why some people say, right, 2020. I was born in 2020. But it had to be a little child. I was born in 2020, or I was born in 2020. Okay, this year is 2024 or 2024. So that is the last group that, as you can see, you have two options. La del primer grupo y la del segundo se nos une en el último grupo. Because in the first group, just one possibility. 2 by 2. The second group, just one possibility, the full year. So in this last group, third group, both. Okay? And that's the way that we read numbers. We talk about numbers. Tomorrow, maybe we will do a little bit more of practice, okay? I'm gonna ask you for some years. And I hope that you apply, because we'll be of all the groups, right? Group number 1, group number 2, and 3, and I will try to include all those years, groups, and I hope that you apply what I said in this moment. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna practice. Thanks for your participation and for your attendance. Hope to see you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye.
See you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, good night.